Alright. I have 0 abilities.
Eugene! Give some help! Can't do anything! I need a blast core!
Oh. Okay, Gelson. I'll see what I can find.
I just noticed his outfit's purely white, by the way. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Here we go.
Gelson, here!
Thanks! See if you can find some more!
Alright, it's probably the basic spam. Oh no, this is the run, I think. Running. Yes, this is the dodge. I just stand here doing nothing while I wait for another power. Ow. Rolling, 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 rolling.
I can't catch that!
Here we go. Number 2. Alright, actually ability to shoot rocks. Very nice. Yeah, shoot her in the ass. Shoot her in her fat, middle-aged ass. That's not a concrete. Aha.
I'll keep looking.
Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Very nice. Very nice. A hover ability. God damn it, I died instantly. As soon as I was about that first missile, I couldn't do anything about it anymore. Dude, I can't dodge this. There we go.
That's all I'm gonna need.
Here we go. Missiles. Concrete missiles. Big damage. Look at that damage it just did. we're over that. Good shit. I'm dead. You saw what happened, right? She basically formed her body into a fucking rock on top of me and killed me. Oh my god, I'm dead again. She didn't even touch me yet, I got hurt. Now the music changed. What the fuck? The missiles went 2 different directions. Oh, the fire alarm finally went off. What the fuck? I'm trying to get out of the way. I got stuck on this stupid conduit box. Or what do you call it? Blast core box. There we go. God damn. Yes, every missile hit me. Every single one. Almost dead. Almost there. One more. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I'm told that hurts.
When the dust finally settled, all you could see of Augustine were her eyes peering out from that concrete shell. The rage that had filled them moments earlier was now replaced by fear.
Haha. So he doesn't kill her.
We dismantled the fortress she had built, the army she had raised,
Huh.
the future she had planned. The entire world was about to know that she had failed. Taken down by a gamer, a junkie, and a small-town delinquent. The crowds cheered as Augustine was hauled away. Before all this, no one would have imagined that humans and conduits could coexist. And now I was the guy kicking off the second age. Oh, and those conduits who'd spent years locked inside the walls of Curtain K, they were soon to be free once again. To live their own lives, to choose their own futures.
Nice. He freed them all.
As for me, I'd gotten what I came for. And now,
He's going home to help the people who were
now
all...
I had a promise to keep.
Right, he has to heal all the people who were hurt by the concrete.
Betty.
Oh, wow.
Nelson,
This is way different.
you're here.
Nice.
It's gone.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
A promise is a promise, right?
And the others?
I just got here. You're my first stop.
You saved me, Delson Rowe.
Oh.
Hey, we're a Comish. We take care of our own, right?
How I do my ultimate attack and destroy the whole fucking
Where's
thing?
Reggie?
Oh, wait, that's the other ending.
Reggie,
Oh, yeah, she has to tell him about Reggie.
Reggie saved me. I love you, brother. I'm sure gonna miss you.
Aw. His final tag ever. Let's see it. A tribute to his brother. Aw, in loving memory. That's a touching ending, man. A touching ending. Oh, good karma ending. Justice trophy. Alright, I don't want to hear this. No, you can't. You can't skip the credits. We have to hear this. Wow. Alright, well, hold on a minute. Kind of significantly lower that volume so that I could talk a little bit over the credits here. So now I've fully played both the good karma and the bad karma versions of Infamous Second Son, and I want to give my take. I am going to review the game, so I'm not going to go into a full depth, explanation of my feelings about the game, but the way I see it is this. Is it a good game? Absolutely. It basically takes that Infamous formula from Infamous 1 and 2, and it streamlines a few things. It takes away some of the things that a lot of people complained about as being way too tedious. Like, there was too many blast shards in those first two games. You just spent way too much time running around doing collection and fetch quests, okay? And I like the fact in the new edition. So, for example, the new additions here are that you get multiple powers. It's not just one power set that you have throughout the entire game. The ability to air dash and double air dash and scale these buildings incredibly quickly, versus in the other games you weren't able to do that. You almost felt like you were a little bit gimped. Sure, you felt like a cool superhero, but then having to manually climb a building instead of being able to just jump up it at a single bound. Things like that kind of held the original two Infamous games back, and I definitely like the fact that having better abilities for mobility added to the game. That being said, the three different ability sets aren't really that much different. In fact, every ability set has basically regular standard projectile, regular melee, a heavier projectile attack that's more like a powerful missile blast, the air dashing, a move that stuns the opponents. So really, when you think about it, they're not really that different. I mean, they look great, they look different graphically, but ultimately they're really the same. They're ultimately almost all exactly the same. And that's kind of a letdown. I wish that there would have been three completely different playstyles. What if one was mostly melee-based, one was mostly projectile-based, and one was like a balance? That would have been cool, but they didn't do that. They basically gave you three of the same. The other thing I don't like about the game is, unfortunately, it's kind of the same formula as the previous Infamous games. And when I say that, I mean a lot of the side content is incredibly repetitive. I mean, come on, man. Attack musicians, and the musicians are all dudes standing there with a guitar. You couldn't even animate a musician with something different. You know what I mean? They couldn't have a saxophone, an oboe, a drum set. No, just the guitar. The sign twirlers, they're all identical. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. The side content of the game, with the exception of the Cole McGrath mission and the audio log missions, and of course the paper trail missions that we only got to play one part of, they're all the same, man. They're all freaking the same. And that's the problem. ultimately is that this game has a lot of content, but the content isn't very fun. I'm sorry, running around collecting blast shards, blowing up generic bases, doing this, freeing the people who were captured, healing the people. It's repetitive because they're doing it 100,000 times. I would like them to do an Infamous game where instead of all that stuff, there's actual set side quests that are like maybe side quests, side story based, and those based off of if you're good or bad karma, rather than just do this repetitive shit over and over and over. And I think that's really where the game fails. Once you've beaten it once, like I did my evil karma playthrough first. Now I've done a good karma. 90% of what I did in good karma was identical. Because it's all the same quests, all the same bullshit. The only difference is that there's 3 critical points in the plot where you choose good or bad karma. And yeah, there were little twists and little differences, and you do get a separate trophy set. But I'll be honest with you, it's not worth a second playthrough. For the very minor tweaks and differences that there were in the game, when I did it good and bad karma, there's no reason to replay it. I mean, really, just watch the ending that someone else got, the alternate ending. You don't have to replay the whole game. And, people watching the playthrough, I think a lot of people were excited for the good karma, and then when they saw it was almost identical, they were very disappointed. In fact, I'll even go as far to say this. Infamous 2 did the good and bad karma difference a lot better than Infamous Second Son. If you remember, in Infamous 2, you have entirely different mission sets where you go off with a different person, either Nyx or Kuo, depending on if you were good or bad. In this game, you're going to do the same shit no matter what, with a little different of a tweak here or there, and a little difference in the cutscene. I actually think it was done better in the previous game. So in a lot of ways, Infamous Second Son is 2 steps forward, but then 2 steps back. And if you're going to ask me, honestly, an honest question, Phil, is this a system seller? Is this a game where you absolutely have to run out and buy a PlayStation 4? I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that they could have actually done a better job overall with the game. So that's just my general feelings. I am going to fully review the game and explain all of my feelings and give it a review score. But that's just in summary in the credits here. I haven't played the game twice now. I just felt that I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Okay? So, this is it. Here's what it says. It says, there you go. Your victory over Augustine and the DUP has made you a hero and improved the lives of the conduits everywhere, especially Fetch and Eugene. You chose the way of justice, but if you wonder what you missed, what vicious powers, evil acts, and corruptive influence you might have enjoyed, you can always play again and take a different path. No. It's the same game with a minor tweak here or there. That's false. That's actually a false statement right here. And then, of course, it says, cement your victory. The game now becomes open world. And we've got Reconciliation Trophy. And now the battery of my DualShock is getting low. What the hell? Everything popped up at once. Seriously, what the hell was that? But anyway, and then, as you can see, his outfit turns completely white, and he has the white eagle on his back. But that is it for my now second playthrough of Infamous Second Son. I hope that based off the gameplay, you can make your own decision on whether or not this is something that you would want to play or not. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If you have a PS4, definitely check it out. If you're a fan of the previous Infamous games, definitely check it out. But I'll be honest, I was expecting something more. I was expecting more innovation. But besides, three power sets, that's awesome. Oh, by the way, they're all the same power set. They all have the same abilities. That's a letdown. And in a lot of ways, that's how I feel. Like the game had potential to be a lot better than it actually turned out to be, and that's disappointing in the long run. So, I still had fun with it. I'm glad that I played it. I want to thank you if you watched my playthrough, either once or twice. If you watched the good, just the evil, or just the good, or both. I had a blast doing it. I had a lot of fun. Whether it was on the stream with the stream chat, whether it was on YouTube with the fire alarm going off. I mean, it was a lot of fun. So I want to thank everyone for your viewership and say thank you very much. And I hope that they do continue the Infamous series, and I hope that they actually do some things differently, like per my suggestions. I think that having movesets that are completely different, having a story that actually is different, side content that's different, would have been a lot better. And I think that this is kind of almost a bait and switch. Oh, it's next gen. It's going to be great. We're mixing things up, and you play it. It's more of the same. In fact, it's a step back in a lot of ways. So it is what it is. You know, I'm sure you will, depending on how much of a fan you are of Infamous and the gameplay of Infamous, whether or not you're going to love the game or not. I like it, but I don't think it's anything that's like groundbreaking. And I hope that if they do make another Infamous, that they do a better job and they actually do start to innovate, because this game, honestly, kind of copped out on that regard. So, all right. Again, whether you watched on Twitch or YouTube, I thank you for your viewership, everyone. I hope that you will join me for future playthroughs right here on the PS4. Hopefully some great exclusives coming up. And that is it. So thank you very, very much. And I will see you guys later for more gameplay and fun. Peace out, everybody.